Hello everyone, this is your Standpoint one more time, and I hope you all doing amazing. And I'm so delighted to be standing here again. Unfortunately, I'm not with my co-host Edna. She's not around today. She's taken with, another task that she has to deal with. Sometimes we have a lot of duties that we have to accomplish in our lives. So she's carrying out that. And before I get into the topic, so privileged to have two guests here today. Before I then state it, let me welcome them. It's an honor, it's such an honor to have you here today. Ladies first, let me start with my my friend here.
Hi Patrick, hi everyone. Hi, hello.
So would you please, for the people who didn't follow maybe our previous programs, because she has been here twice, this is her third time to be here.
Yes.
So would you please introduce yourself?
So my name is Annie Safari. I just came back home from US. I live in US 22 years. I just came back home and I started business because I was believing to my country. My dreams is to motivate every young person, not even young person, anyone who goes to live outside the country, go to study or learn something, come back to your country, enjoy your country, invest in your country, because we need people, young people special, to come back to their country and change. There's a lot of things going on in this country. It's a beautiful country. We need those young people all over the country. Come back home, invest here.
Wow, amazing. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate so much. Your presence counts so much to us. Thank you, and let me welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Shadrach Mawenimana. I'm Burundian, and I feel so privileged to be here. I'm a young man who trying to survive in this period of times where a lot of people are getting lazy, they don't want to work, there's so much going on. So I'm just a young man who's trying to make a difference. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're the most welcome as well. So this is your Standpoint once again, as I told you guys, and today we'll be dealing with this topic that goes like this. Does price define quality? I hope you guys, I can't really break down. I believe I can, of course, break it down. So here we have key two words, which are price and quality. So we know we all buy stuff and sometimes we also sell. As you heard, we have a businesswoman here in the room.
Yes,
in the room. So we know before you get something that you have to use in your daily life, you use money, you buy, so there is a price over that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that thing that you're gonna use in your life, it has something to do. So there is a way it's designed.
Yeah.
So that's maybe the quality of it.
Yeah.
So I was trying to shed a little bit the light over the topic, and I hope you guys also have something to say about it.
In my side, the price is true. The price defines the quality. If you want a good quality, it's always pricey. For example, like if you go to the hotel, you want to stay in hotel 5 stars. It's gonna cost you $100 a night, but the good quality, you respect them to give you good quality because you spend $100 a night, so they would give you everything. When you spend money for something has good quality, it has to have a price on it. For example, my merchandise, I sell kids clothes. I sell everything with kids, newborn to 15 years old, boys and girls, and I sell women's. I'm bringing women's shoes, women's clothing. So what I decide is, because I had an opportunity to live in US, so I learned when you spend something, it has to cost you more money, but it's good quality. Because most people, they like to spend little, and they have money. They would like to spend little, but they think they are saving. I'd rather spend more, but save that stuff, whatever it is, for a long time. For example, if you buy a dress and it costs you a little bit money, you know it's gonna last you longer.
I believe that the price doesn't always define quality, but in some cases it does. On one hand, you can, like, when we're talking about price and quality, there has to be a seller and a buyer or a customer, whatever you can call it. So there's this situation which we call when a seller knows the value of his product and the buyer knows the value of the product. So in that case, those two, they both have the knowledge of the product. So the bargain will be fair and square. But in some other cases, you may find a seller knows the quality of his product, but the buyer doesn't know the quality. So in that case, that's when we hear some customers complaining, oh, that was too expensive, it doesn't meet my expectations. But that's not true. You should first know the value of that product, you understand? On the other hand, sometimes the quality the quality is there and the value is there, but the price it's sometimes a little bit confusing. How? I can have a product, for instance, a phone, and I want to sell it, but people want to buy this product. There has to be some motivation about it. Like sometimes it has to be, it can be a psychological one or just a physical one. You just see something and it attracts them. So in that case, the seller, he has put some creativity on the product. So there are some reasons that can attract a buyer to go to a seller. One of the things is creativity. The other thing is uniqueness, the uniqueness of the product. When you're selling something a little bit different from others, you have to attract more customers. And sometimes the product doesn't have to be more valuable. No, it's just the uniqueness. And in some other cases, the scarcity of a product, unavailability of the product, like a diamond.
Yeah, that's right.
The diamond is always scarce. You can't find a diamond just easily.
So when they talk about quality, when we talk about quality, what do you understand?
Quality is something unique, something variable, something, for me, quality. And for example, like my merchandise, the merchandise I have,
Yeah.
I know the good, I have knowledge. Like he said, you have to be unique. It has to be unique. And you have to sell something, you have to have a knowledge what you're selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, that's true.
You can't bring a phone because it's Samsung or iPhone and you don't know how the stuff it has inside, because some customer, they will come and they don't know, but they're interested on how that phone looks like, but they don't know what the phone can do. It has a little different stuff can do, nice pictures, so you have to have knowledge. The person who sells that thing, you have to have a little bit knowledge what you're selling. You can't go to US, UK, or wherever, Europe, or Uganda and buy merchandise without knowing the quality, without knowing
The features of the product.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Because you end up, one day customer comes and asks you, so what is the difference between this phone and that phone? They look like same, but what is the difference? And it's true. You have to have. The phone has to have good quality, like a unique look,
Yeah.
and you have to have The person who sells that has to have knowledge that thing he's selling.
Yeah, you're much right.
Yeah.
Because as you're saying, sometimes a customer or client can come and ask you, what is the difference between this? They have all the similar,
Yes.
the similar, I mean,
Similar look.
outlooking.
Yes.
And you find you cannot even explain what
Yeah.
it is, because sometimes you find I know Chinese are better
Yeah.
in that domain,
Yes.
because they can like manufacture
Right.
the same product
Yes.
that look like
That's right, yes,
similar when you
yes.
look at it,
Yeah.
but inside of it they know what they, because they just work on the price on the purchasing power
Yeah.
of the customers. They know if you have 100, you can buy, but if you have 1,000, you can buy as well.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
they know how to manage that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, in general, quality is something that is more valuable. Something that in which when you look at it, you fall in love with it. And sometimes people, they don't know the quality of a product. Since someone just can pass and see something over there, it doesn't know. So it requires knowledge to recognize a quality.
Yeah.
But we don't have to forget that there is high quality and low quality.
That's right.
Yeah, in the
And
market.
the mirror quality.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. So in that case, once you know, you have the knowledge of a product, but there's some products which once you look at it, you say this is quality.
Yeah.
But some other products you have to go in deep to know if it's high quality or low quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah,
Again, when you go to a shop, to a given shop,
yeah.
before you buy a certain product, what do you look at? I mean, what do you consider? What do you put in the account?
Me is the material of the stuff. I have to touch. Sometimes it's so hard for me to like buy some stuff on internet. I have to look at it with my eyes. I have to touch it. You understand? And then after when I touch it, I can tell, because the more you do something, the more you become better. So in the beginning, when I start business, I didn't know, but the more I'm doing what I'm doing, I learn good quality. I can see if it's cheaper or mirror. I can see it in my eyes. I can just come to the shop and see, oh, this is good quality, and this is mirror, and this is not a good quality.
Because you are in a cloud business,
Yes.
so you based yourself on the domain. I mean, the business of clothes or outfits.
Yeah.
So when you go in another shop, for example, when you go to buy a machine, a laptop, a computer, or a phone, or any other, for example, your earrings. When you arrive there, what do you do first? What do you do? Like, why do you do it before you buy?
I always ask questions too. Like if I go buy jewelry, for example, if I go buy jewelry, I ask the seller, what kind of jewelry is this? You know, to see if he has knowledge. I don't want somebody who, I will go, oh, what kind of jewelry is this? And they're gonna say, oh, this is a silver, that's it. No, I want you to tell me more about it.
Yeah.
So the more you tell me about it, the more I'm curious. Maybe he knows what is real. That's how I do it. I don't know other people, that's how I do it.
Yeah, sure. The same question to you, Brother Shadrach.
I'm not a businessman, or I'm not into stuff like that, but I'm gonna share my experience.
Yeah, sure, but as a buyer,
Yeah.
what do you do
as a
first
buyer,
when you go?
As a buyer, when I go to a marketplace and see products there, you know, professionals, when they're selling stuff, they have a menu of showing how the thing was produced. So I'm always careful when I'm about to buy some products or merchandise. I have to check the menu first and see how it was produced, because sometimes you may find a menu over there on the top of a production, but that was faked.
Yeah.
It was faked. It was
It's
put there
fake,
just
yeah.
as fake.
Yeah.
So in that case, if you are careful and you watch closely at the product, you may notice this is fake or original. So most of the times when I'm about to buy something, as you said before, I touch the product and see how it is. Because there's some products, their strengths are in the material. It's either strong or fragile. So if you know the product, I said this one, the strength of this product, just check the fragile, if it is fragile or it is somehow hard. So if I check those all sectors, then I will decide what to buy and what to not buy. Yeah, that's my point of view. I just don't know how I can just, you know.
Okay, that's really great. Yeah, that's amazing, and you might try, because when you go to buy something, you have to see whether that product is going to, to fit your expectations.
Yeah.
That is going to do what it's designed for.
Yeah.
But sometimes, as you know, products, they are not, the same. For example, gloves or phones, they are not like, for example, there's or even shoes, for example.
Yeah.
There's like this leather. It's not that they say this leather, when it's soft, it's better than the one that is strong when you touch on it.
There you
So
are. There
Yeah.
you see,
Yeah.
that's why sometimes it's a little bit confusing. Like,
Yeah.
or maybe your eyes can tell you this is better, or this, basing on the beauty of it.
You can be fooled by the view. You just see the view and say, it's beautiful, but you don't know how it was produced. So if you know and you know how to check, you may buy something that is...
It's like when you go to the jewelry store, they can tell you this is gold. Most of the time they will say this is gold.
Yeah.
But
that's not true.
but what you do, sometimes you can just try it, look in the mirror. The time you try it on and it's not gold, you can feel it. You can feel it's starting like a burning. You are like, oh no.
Then you realize this is fake.
This is fake. Sometimes I do that.
Yeah.
This is fake.
And most of the time you find even, businessmen are faking their product.
Yeah.
They want just to attract customers, and they tell them this is how it's made, whereas it's not true. And as you were saying, like, most products that we do get here in the African countries, they are of the low quality. It's like they have to send first the first quality or best qualities in the US or in the European countries, and after they sell those, I don't know, D qualities, or because the A quality has to go there in those powerful countries.
Let me tell you something. It's not even US. In US they have states, for example. They have cities, right?
Yeah, sure.
You live in New York. New York is big. But they know, look at this, they know if most of them are black people. If they know it's black people, it's not a ratio.
It's not a ratio, yeah, sure.
But I'm just giving an example because you just remind me.
Just be practical.
So when you go buy like underwear, they have a store like an underwear bra. You go, you enter, like Victoria's Secret, that's the name of it. You go in, it's a city, it's most of them are black people. They'll bring not too much expensive, like quality, not expensive. And you go to another city, and majority is
black people.
No, majority is white
people,
or people who professional has money. The quality is more good than the other, and it's in America, but different city.
Sure.
You understand?
Yeah,
like I have an example in Victoria's Secret. Like you go in this city in Queens, the material you buy is not good. You wash it 2 times, and the underwear is like ripped, or it's like doesn't look good.
It's messed up.
It's messed up. And you go in another city, and it's in New York, the same state. But the material of the underwear is more stronger.
You are much right, and that's not really ratio, as we're saying. Basically,
they know the consumer.
They know the
buyers.
Power.
The power of the money. Buying. So they know people. Maybe they don't have a job, or they're not professional. So they bring little bit not good quality.
So in that case, they do something to attract the consumers. Like as I told you before, creativity. You can just put an addition to your product. It is fake, but the addition that you put there it's gonna make a difference. When people look at the view and say, this product is quite strong and original, they're attracted by the view. So your creativity just attracted them to the product. Yeah, I think most of the time we fall victim due to the creativity of the sellers.
Yeah.
They put something there and just to trick us sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah. And when you took the floor for the very first time, you talked about something very interesting. You talked about physical and psychological, I don't know, features of a product.
Yeah,
what
like
do you want to mean?
A selling company or a seller can attract or convince a customer by using, let me call it, psychological weapon. Like when I want to open a business, I say, in this place I need people who has the ability to convince people. So in that case, that's psychological power that you're using to attract customers. Like that person knows how to talk to the customer, say this one was like this, you know. And the other psychological weapon they use is for advertisement. They put adverts there, they show the beauty. Sometimes it's not even what they're showing. What they're showing, what they're selling, sometimes they're different.
Yeah.
So I think those are psychological weapons that they use to attract the market.
Yeah, sure. And there's one question I want to put to you. I mean, what is the correlation? I mean, what's the relationship between quantity and quality? Can you get a question a little bit? Because sometimes, for example, when you go in a restaurant, for example, they give you much quantity, you know, and sometimes it goes hand in hand with the quality, and other times you find they don't really match quality and quantity.
Yeah. No, it doesn't match.
Most of the time they tell you when it's a product is of a quality, the quantity has to be little. So do you share?
But price goes with match. Many times price match with the quality. When it's pricey, it's always good. Yes, you expect good, and they give you the best.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I think, but quantity and quality is different.
Yeah, sure.
It can be quantity, no quality.
Yeah, I see.
A lot of food, but it's not good.
But
it's not cooked
it's not
good.
Yummy.
It's not yummy. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Of course, my standpoint is, you know, when we are talking about quantity and quality, you have to have a knowledge of quality first. And sometimes, in some cases, we might need also quantity, especially when the financial stability is not cool.
Yeah,
you can go for the quantity. But if you well organized, why not go into the quality? Because the quantity, you're not going to enjoy the quantity. The quality has a price, and it is always decent. When you're talking about quality, something that is decent. And if you are intelligent enough, you're wise enough, and you are financially stable, just my advice, just go for a quality stuff.
Quality stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, but don't forget that in your first intervention you say that, and you much right, not always the quality define the high price. High quality doesn't mean always, I mean high price doesn't always mean, but that's how it should be in the most cases. And that's true, by the way. And there's something that always confused me. Like, for example, like you see in Africa, especially in Burundi, sometimes, you know, in terms of outfit, clothing, many people, they wear second-hand. And you talk about, you know, something that lasts longer. And sometimes you find people are buying new stuff coming straight from companies, from industries. But when you see, they don't last longer as clothes that come from, that are second-hand.
Yeah.
Is it, do you share that view?
We normally, like a man who grew up in the neighborhoods, we go for the second hand just because we are broke
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes the second hand doesn't have a guarantee. That's the real issue behind this second hand product.
Sure.
You just buy, it's like a black market.
Okay.
You buy from someone who bought it a long time. You don't even know when he bought it. And sometimes you can say, no, I bought it just a few months ago. While he bought it just few years ago.
Right.
You see, so once you don't have that financial freedom of deciding I want this and I'm going for this. So we shouldn't judge the second-hand services sometimes.
Yeah, sure.
Like for me, I wouldn't judge quite a lot since I grew up in the neighborhood where we buy second-hand stuffs.
Yeah, it's
no, you know what? Actually, second-hand is sometimes it can be good.
Yeah, just
it can be good.
Yeah.
But the more our country grows, the more is industries to make clothing, to make material.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful. We'll have designers. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't have to buy those second-hand from Europe.
Yeah.
Because we can make our own here in Burundi. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they can use our material.
Yeah,
we do have material in here. It's just we don't have knowledge where to get it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
if these young people are like us, we start studying or creative, like he said, be creative.
Yeah,
we start be creative. We start making our own clothes. It will be better, so we don't need those second hand.
Yeah, that's
But we'll come in Burundi.
There's something important that you just said about making our own products.
Our own products, yes.
Yeah, in that way we are gonna be free from all these issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you started by saying we need people who went abroad to come and share the knowledge in their country.
Or bring money, because we probably have knowledge, but we don't have finance.
Finances,
yes.
of course.
Or if our country give some students, I'm just gonna say, some students scholarship, so they, like for example, let me give you an example. In China, you know Chinese people, what they do? Those rich Chinese, they don't speak English. The father, the mother, they don't speak English. What they do when they have kids, they always have 2 kids. They send their kids in UK, United States, different country to become builders, to build the buildings, to be designers. So soon they graduate their schools. Do you know what they do? They come back to China.
China. Yeah.
Sure.
That's what they do. So
they learn architects from other countries.
Yeah.
They just go there to bring knowledge to their country.
Yes.
I see the topic is getting so amazing.
Yeah, so they go, it makes me, I'm sorry, I'm getting excited. So I get excited when I start talking about this.
I know. So I see we're running out of time.
Yes.
Let's maybe put an end on this, and maybe we shall get another opportunity to talk about it.
Yes.
And I do believe you will be, willing to come as you did, and I'll be so lucky to have you again.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I feel so privileged, by the way.
Oh,
yeah.
Me too.
I'm so glad to be here.
My pleasure.
I just want to thank you. This is my 3rd time, and I'm telling you, this was my dream to just, I want to invest in young people.
Yeah.
So yes, so they can be whatever they want to be.
Yeah,
and don't forget where you come from.
Sure.
You remember, they always say, don't
sure.
forget where you come from.
Wow.
So build it.
Amazing.
Change. We need change.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patrick.
Allow me to say the last thing.
Yeah, sure.
As the lady was speaking, I learned something from her.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I say I learned something from you when you were sharing your point of view. We as young people, we need to be independent. Let's create our product.
Yes.
Not always depending from the Western or the other countries to bring the product.
Right.
Let's make our products and just sell our products.
You're right.
Outside. We shouldn't be waiting for the product to come to us. Let's create our own product. Yeah, I think that would be very, very important, and it's gonna be beneficial to our country as well.
Yeah, sure. It's gonna come. Don't worry. You know,
Yeah, of course.
as time goes by, then people keep learning and people keep applying their what they learn, and that's wisdom, by the way. And at the end of the day, we're gonna see the outcome of of hard working.
Yeah,
So
of course.
thank you very much. Thank you to our viewers who have been watching this program. This is your Standpoint. One more time, stay tuned to your TV. Stay connected to BNP TV. See you guys.